Hey guys, if you have came here like to learn how to use React hook form, so I'll ensure you if you watch the whole video, you will learn how to use React hook form, and these are the most advanced techniques used by modern developers like who are new to like they can easily switch between forms and do manipulation in forms just using React hook form. So it's a third-party library, and let's just get started. So if you're a beginner or advanced, doesn't matter. It's very easy, and it will help you in development of forms in React only. So let's just get started. So basically, firstly, let me just delete everything. Like there is nothing. I have just made like normal app, create React app, and see hello world, create advanced form. Like I have just written hello world, create advanced form. Like I have nothing done, no installation, nothing. So only this is app component like normal when you do create React app. So we have to install this package. So we just go to and we can check here npm install. We just copy it. Okay, new terminal, and we'll paste it. Yeah, so it's just npm install React hook form. Basically it's a third-party library, not from the React. So maybe, but I don't know. But it looks like it's not from the official React because it's a different website. So yeah, I have already installed it. So let's just get started. If after you have installed it. So firstly we import use form from React dash hook dash form. Like we have installed this only, so we'll import this, and let me make it bigger for the time. Yeah, so after that let me just remove all these everything. Yeah, yeah, so yeah, and let me just create some constant, and we'll use register. It's from the use form only. I will import it, comma. After that watch, we're gonna watch it, and equal to use form, and yeah, that's much. Just we just close it. Okay, yeah, nothing much. We haven't done much. Use form and passed it. We haven't done anything for now. And I think brackets, yeah, it's like normal. Yeah, it's like open close, nothing inside it. Afterwards we'll put something inside it. I just forgot. So yeah, so just create an input tag, and we'll say type is equals to text, and we'll just close it. And second input tag, let enclose those thing in form only, form element, because these are only my forms. Yeah, now just save it. So there anything I haven't done, like let me put everything in center so we can easily see it. Center tag, Control X, and let me just, yeah, so see, like a normal form, nothing. So I'll put a bracket here, like break line. Okay, yeah, so what we do to get the data, so what we do in input tag, we just type register. As we have imported register from here, we'll do register, and we'll do it in like curly braces, and before that we'll put 3 dots, and we'll write the name of the element we want. Like it's a name or age, just like it's like a variable we want to, like we can name it like as name. Okay, and for the second we'll just copy the same, and we want it to be email, suppose, or whatever you want. I'll taking as the email. I'll just save it. So like name and email is variable automatically got created, and you don't have to do anything. Now let me just go to inspect and print those. Let me just, yeah, so for printing we have used watch. So watch means getting the values, or you can see it. So here we'll do console.log watch. Now we'll, okay, So see, if we type John, see we got the value already. I mean, we are not doing like put a submit here button. Yeah, but it will go to another page. For that, let me import one more thing, handle submit. So this is also a type of element we get in use forms to handle the submit forms. So we'll just do uh, handle submit. Okay, this is only this. So now here, and we on form, like where the form, we will say on submit, on submit. Like this is like default tag value of like HTML only, and we'll call the handle submit. Yeah, and inside that we'll call the function on submit. So like this is our normal function we are just creating, and on submit. So here I'll just do one thing, const, I'll just make a function on submit. Let me just delete the watch. Yeah, on submit arrow function. Yeah, and here I'll do console dot log, and here we'll cache the data which are being submitted, and we'll say data. Okay, and here let me take a button also for submitting it. Button submit type is equals to submit. Okay, nothing much, save it. So yeah, so what type text on submit. Okay, so on submit, on submit, or on submit data. Watch, this is my function only now. I think there is spelling mistake or what. Let me just reload it. Yeah, sorry, I haven't reloaded it. So suppose I'll type John, and let me do the age as email, or let me make this as email or whatever. So as soon as I'll do submit, so see whole data got here like in this console on submit. So we don't have to do e.prevent default and different functions. So what we have done, we have just imported handle submit, and in that we just pass the function called on submit, and on submit will catch the data as an object which will have name John, because we have given create an element as John. So it has created element John, email, and this is was our email. So whatever we'll put inside it, it will get here. Like if we do this, so see, and this is what, and if we log Abraham, so submit, so see Abraham will be there. And if you want to watch it, console.log watch, you can watch the data also. Yeah, see if I do submit, submit, if I do change John, I know what happens with the watch, like it's work like this only. So let the watch be there. It's not necessary, or it's like catching the values in the real time, you can see it. So like this you can just get the data after they have like user have input, and we can do advanced validation also inside this. So if we do like for the submitting of data, we want this should be required equals to true. So we'll say comma, and we'll say required, and we'll do true, and we'll save it. What sorry, it's not the bracket. Yeah, yeah, so if you can see it, like let me make it bigger. So what I have done, I have call the register like for the registration and the variable name in which I want to put the value, and put a comma, then object required equals to true. Normally nothing much. So let me put an enter so you can see it. Yeah, so after that I'll just put a required equals to 2. Now if I do like normal submit, it's submitting, no problem. But if I remove John, see, and let me clear it, it's not submitting. You can see it like showing me you should be put some value, it's highlighting it. But I want to like print the data also, like required equals to be true. Like I want to write here, okay, required should be true. So for that I'll import error from no, for that I'll do form state. Let me put an enter. Yeah, I'll do form state, and we'll do errors, errors. Yeah, so this, so like this I'll do registered watch. You can remove watch, you can know by the document name what is used for. So handle submit form state equals to errors. So okay, so I'm doing use form, so nothing much. So what I'll catch the error. So for that I can do like a console.log errors. Okay, it will catch the error, whatever the error will come. So let me just put the data here, and this is like required equals to true. So as soon as I do submit, so it will like only giving the name, and like it's giving the error. Like let me just type it here so you can get to know. You got error, you got error. Yeah, so if I do submit, so it's showing me you got error. So like, and then showing me where. So it's showing me in name, type is required. So it's showing me the type is required in name. So for that, what we can do, we can just do here, come here, open JSX curly braces, and if we see error, if we can see if errors dot name, like if there is an error in name, then do parent tag, paragraph tag, sorry, required. Let me just print required only for the time. Yeah, and otherwise like null, obviously. Okay, what is this? Yeah, so other if errors dot name is present, then print required, otherwise null. So let me just refresh it. So yeah, so if I do @gmail.com ASA, and let me just clear it, submit. So see required, actually it's h1 tag, so it making so much big. So you can just remove the h1 tag, it will be smaller. So I'm just making it as a normal div. See, it's like normal required, or we can put a span here. See, it's showing me required. It's a BR, I think will be better. I mean, you got the what I'm trying to say. Like you can just print the error. Yeah, see, it's required. And suppose there additional data also. Suppose we have a age. Suppose we have age. Let me put an age. Let me put place age also here. And this tag sheet age, I'm taking age. Let me put placeholder here so it will be easy for you to read. Placeholder equals to name, and placeholder equals to email, and here placeholder will be age. Okay, and let me just put a BR. Yeah, so see, this is age, this is email, and like this. So let me just refresh it. So let me print John as a name, and email as whatever the email is, and age should be like I'm printing 455, and it's like clean. As soon as I print submit, so it's like get, so you got an error, it's like empty object, so it's just printing on the running. So let me just console it. Yeah, so let me just again submit it. So it's giving the name, email, age, and email and age. So I want age to be like it should be between like maximum age should be 8 and minimum should be, sorry, minimum should be 18 and maximum should be 99. So it should accept those only. So what I'll do here in registered age, you can see I'll put a comma and do this, and let me make it bigger, and I'll say min 18, I should accept 18, comma max 99, and here you can put required equals to true only, like this only, in this comma required equals to true also. So yeah, so if there is an error, I'll just show it. If the errors dot age, if there is an error dot age, you've got an error, I'll say error, otherwise null, and I'll put a br tag, and yeah, so let me just run it. Was 10. I think it should be like separate. Yeah, let me just check it. What's the thing with that? Yeah, oh sorry, like it's, yeah, that's what I was missing. Yeah, before also I missed the bracket part, this time also I missed the bracket part. Yeah, now see, if I print, like if I given the name Syed and email whatever, and I haven't given the age and submit, so it will show an error. But suppose I have given like name also and email also and age I have given 455, then also it show me error. But if I give it 6, error, because like because it's not printing, you can see it's error because I want to give it 18. So as soon as I give 18, like it got removed, so obviously like it just error got automatically removed, like on the real time it checked it, and as soon as I do submit, and everything I got here. Okay, now suppose minimum length of the name you want it to be like what do you, oh sorry, what happened, how to get back from here, does anyone know? Yeah, so if you want minimum length for data, so here only, suppose in name you can put a comma and do minimum length should be 4. Okay, yeah, at least 4 should be there, and I save it and I say refresh, and if I put SA and email whatever the email and age 23, and I do submit required, so like it's required, basically I'm printing the required. You can just print like at least 4 line 4 like what do you call, 4 letters are required. But that's the problem comes here, like if you check errors.name, it will throw some error like required or minimum length. So what you like, let me just console it, you'll see what the error is showing. See, it got an error and it's showing this time minimum length. Like if you just remove it empty and submit it, you got an error, required it. So if you either you do if and else condition and then render, okay, your age should be like greater than 4, or you have should letter should be 4 digit letter, and or minimum length, like if and else for both the condition. So for that we use schema, like you don't have to write these things of long things. So for that we will use 2 libraries. So for that, let's go to terminal and we'll install npm install, will at the rate hook, we'll say hook form slash resolvers slash yep, and yeah, and we'll just install it. So if you have used on the backend, what this is called, I just know, Joey. So that's the work of like, what's the error, let me just see it. @hook form resolvers slash yep. I mean, I think it's not slash yep, it's space yep. Yeah, let me just check it. Yeah, it's like installing. So it's basically it's like a let me just show you. uh, npm install @hook form resolver, and yup is also a different library, so you have to install these two libraries. Let me just copy it and put it here so you can clearly see it. So yeah, these are two, like this is different and this is different. Just do npm install for both of them. So if you have used Joey on the Node.js, it's like that only, but you can just do that thing on the front end also. So let's just get started. So firstly we import these things. So for those we'll say import yup resolver. So big name, yup resolver from @hook form resolver slash yup. So you will import it like yup resolver from @hook form slash resolver slash yup, and also you will import star as yup from yup. Okay, so these two libraries you have to install it for defining a schema. So let's just save it. Yeah, so I think it's not look good. Let me put a br between age and why there's so much gap input from the yeah. So yeah, so for that we'll just define our schema. For that we'll just do constant. So sorry, let me just write it here only in the what do you call in somewhere else. Const schema equal to yup dot object dot shape, and now here we'll define our schema, what type of schema we need. So for suppose we name, we'll say it should be a string, and it it should be a string, it should be required, and it should be minimum of 4 length and maximum of 12. Okay, and for the age we'll say copy the same thing, we'll say it should be required and it should be integer. Okay, yeah, and for this we'll say age. Yeah, now we have defined our schema. Sorry, you have to put a bracket here, comma, sorry. We have defined our schema. Let me reload it. What? String is not exported from yup. Why string is not imported from yup? Sorry, small letters. Yeah. Again somewhere. Webpack importing module string required integer is not a function. Integer. I think if we write it before. Sorry, I have already done string here, so I have to remove string. Actually, when you are accepting integer required. Okay, sorry, it should be like yup dot number dot integer required, like yup then you have to tell okay, accept numbers only, and then integer, and then required. Now see, it will be so easy for us now. For me, like let me first remove the email, wherever the email is. Yeah, and now here I don't have to let me write these things. I just have to tell name. Yeah, and for age also just remove these things. Okay, yeah, and here for the errors we'll say for the errors we'll say errors dot name. Yeah, it should be like dot message, like print the message by itself. So we'll say dot message. I think, yeah, that's the only thing I know. Errors dot name. Yeah, it should be. And for yeah, everything looks fine. Errors dot age also, for that we don't have to write again whole thing, we just do dot message. And one thing more, you have to like just remove this null. Yeah, and you have to like give this data here, and you'll say let me check what's written here. Yeah, so you'll say resolver in the use form state, resolver object, yep, resolver, and here you pass the schema, like whatever your the schema is, like this is the schema. I'll pass it and I'll save it, and that's got an error. Let me get here. Yeah, these braces I left. Okay, yeah, okay, so now I don't I'm just writing if errors dot name is if there is any error here, just print the message. If there is an error age, so just print the message. Okay, nothing I am doing, everything is done by my schema. Yep, object only. So let's just see, and let me just yeah, so if I'll just submit. I'm doing nothing, just doing submit. So it's in name is required field. I am not writing, it's automatically writing, and it's here also saying age must be a number type, but the final value was nan. So this is what something like really big. So if we like put age 23 and name, I'll do I'll say I have given minimum should be 4, and I'll say ASA. So you say name must be at least 4 characters, but the I'm just writing and it starts showing me, but because I've already submitted it. If I do refresh and write name, so now it won't show. Now I'll say 23 and say name must be at least 4 characters. I'm not doing only anything, it's doing by itself. So, and here also you're printing error also, you got error. So I'll just remove the error part and just save it. Yeah, and support I give the whole number, but I'll give -23 as the number. I'll submit it. Oh, what is taken -23? How? Yeah, I'll have to do positive. Yeah, if I'll do submit now, age must be a positive number. So that's the beauty of like if you use your resolver and dot. And if I give normal data 45 and do submit, see data will get submitted. If I see it's printing down, it's getting submitted. And if we remove it and suppose we got an error, like suppose we do -45 and do submit, it's not submitting because like it's not submitting, only throwing error. So that's the way you can use it. Thank you guys for watching.